Hey guys, Sarge here with the January 10th, 1942 turn video for my 1v1 against Invictus on War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my weekly turn update video. Still working on unloading everything onto Johnston Island. So there's now going to be 2 Marine Defense Battalions, because this is kind of it's like a half a Marine Defense Battalion. Coastal AA Regiment and some engineers here. Those guys are doing good. ADAC, I'm almost completely finally unloaded. Just waiting on some trucks to get off their boats. I have 2 more sugar boats that will be from ADAC, and my subswarm around Japan hasn't hit anything yet. Though I'm hoping they start hitting soon. Not really too much has been happening. My refits are getting done in San Francisco and Los Angeles. I am moving an AP down so I can get some transport, so I can get some ships. Well, not ships, get some troops moving. The 27th Infantry Division will be going to India, so I bought it out and am getting it all filled out with reinforcements and such. I will also be sending, where is it? These 2 field artillery regiments. Just get some more firepower over there. The Marine Raiders, I haven't decided where to send these yet. It's mostly an offensive unit. So I'll probably have them staging in like Noumea or something like that. What are these guys doing? Okay, they're just replenishing as an ASW task force. He does have subs around. So what I am going to do is just, because I'm tired of seeing them around, just put up some cap and try and catch these guys. Actually, what I'm just going to do is set all P40s. Send these guys up to San Francisco. And send these ones to San Diego. Just to try and shoot down those annoying planes. Lancers. Have this weird ass thing with them, I guess. Anything over Seattle? No. I will send these guys up to Seattle then. Just get some cap to try and get rid of those stupid things. Got convoys moving to Fiji area. So his carriers basically came down this way, went down here, and then they're going back up. So I feel safe enough to send these guys back this way to unload and retire. Achilles got hit, but it's like it didn't even take any damage, so. But Leander, yeah, I'm gonna have to send the Leander back. Oh, I need to see about a way to so they don't just take the fuel that I just put there. So, like, nothing's there for it. Okay, here it is. That's where I set it. Okay. For the future, I know where that button is. These were coming from, what do you call it? Darwin, there we go. These guys head up to Townsville. Townsville. You also need to go to Townsville. In terms of the supply situation, I have no my supply basically disappeared. I don't really understand where it all went. These guys gobbled up the supply that was in Bataan, which is great because it means they're filled out. I do have these guys on rest. They're not in the hex yet, and there won't be a shock attack either. So basically, I'm just trying to get as much fatigue and disruption out. Maybe get a few more squads back, and then I'm gonna try loading a little bit of fuel at a time. It's not gonna be a lot. They can't. Where is it? Yeah, for only 48 tons. It's not gonna be a lot of supply, but it's gonna be more than zero. So that is basically what I have to deal with right now. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna. Should I? No, but they do need to get some planes. Is this the headquarters? No, it's not. But yeah, these guys need to get some planes. You know what? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the maintenance will stay in. Yeah. The maintenance, they're not ready, will stay in Palembang, so that is amazing. So they'll be repairing there. Well, getting ready there while these guys are over at Singapore. What were they coming in at over Singapore? 12,000 feet. So make sure I get the diving bonus for there. Everything's looking good over here. Rail these guys to Changsha. I'll move and rail these guys to Changsha to get the planes. Well, you'll see it next one, but the planes will only be at 3 instead of one of them was at 11, and that's not. That's not acceptable. And then take LR cap off. 60-40. 13,000 is just fine. For some reason, these guys didn't get booted out. I guess I'll just start walking these guys to there. Trying to get some more units up to Lanchow. To hold back these guys. Don't have too much in the area. Am I moving one of these guys up? No, I'm not. I don't want to take my biggest corps. I'll take these guys up and send them to Lanchow. And maybe not worth it right now, so I'm going to turn this off. Got the 18th British Division. It is going to go down into Rangoon. It is insanely strong at its full TOE, and it's insanely strong right now even. But it's going to be even better at its TOE. Alright. I'm going to cancel the follow. These are good sized, so I'm going to send them to Cape Town. No, remain on station, auto disband. These guys are just unloading some last resources, and these three are definitely going to Cape Town when they are done. I do need to get some fuel in the Van Ghent though. The Prince of Wales is going to take 3 months in the shipyard to repair, which sucks because that's quite a long time going to be out of action. Loading some more fuel up there. I'm just trying to keep pumping as much as I can, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough to just constantly pump. I have a lot of fuel that I can keep pumping, but no, I'm not going to have enough supply, so I need to slow down a little bit on it. I'm going to keep those guys like that, I guess. I will take these corvettes. Their home port. Let's make their home port Colombo. It's an ASW task force. Why can't I just do a patrol zone? Oh, because they're set to that. Okay, there you go. And then I'm gonna have them patrol around here. Gonna be a bit of a wonky zone, but I'm gonna set them to have a good size react. Over at Cape Town, the Hermes is going to be going to the East Coast to shuttle aircraft between the two, because I can't really do anything else with it right now. Well, nothing else that would be useful, I guess. I have this giant convoy that will be going to Adelaide. We're going to dump another, it says 72, but there's still plenty there, so probably going to be 100k. or actually probably like 90,000 or so. Yeah, 90,000 supply that will be dumping into Australia. These guys evac'd all the way from Manila, and they've got, I think this is oil. That's, yeah, I think the different color means this is oil and this is resources. So that's going to be great dumping those in. Then I can get these repaired. This is a good, these are some good size oilers, and subtenders are always useful. I need to set them to unload though. And these guys can disband. These guys can disband as well. And so can those guys. Get these guys to Port Moresby. And start running some cap. Get a lot lower because let's just see what altitude those Bettys were set at. 9,000 feet. So if I just put these guys at 10,000, they'll get the diving bonus. I am sending some artillery and a Australian battalion to Noumea to finally have an actual force there. Don't really have anything else. Got supplies going into Pago Pago. I'll have supplies coming to here. My supplies are unloading at Palmyra now. These guys are going to Canton Island. Just moving supplies to these bases finally. And then I got my troop convoys that diverted south due to the carrier threat. I've reformed, I'm pretty sure, all of the Australian divisions that you start with, which is great. Just set them to train up. And where is that? They spawned at Brisbane. They did. So I can't move them because they are just still in maintenance. It's going to take 2 days to get the squadron up, which is just fine. Just set them up to train. And then those guys will go to Noumea, and they'll be my first squadron there. This guy's still chugging along up to Darwin. Not too much else to report. Here is the SIGINT. B-17s are at Surabaya. They're just repairing and training up. And I do actually need to move these guys back. I had tried to do an attack, but there was something wrong with it that it wouldn't let me. Am I blind? There I am. I'm quite blind. I love hot chocolate. I doubt he's expecting this cap trap. I haven't had fighters up there in 2 weeks at least. Probably closer to 3. So there's no way he's expecting that. He will be taking Johor Bahru, and then this will begin. Once he takes Johor Bahru, I'll take these guys off of rest. I had these guys on rest to get rid of their disruption and fatigue, and it was also just to try and eke out maybe a couple points of experience or morale, anything to help with the siege. I expect the siege to go way more in my favor than Clark Field did, that's for sure. Over here, that's set up properly. Good news is these guys will be getting their long needed rest. They're already recovering some AV because I remember that these guys had less than 5 and now they're going up. Survivors of I Chang. I did not see he brought units all the way through there. And he is already moving into Cyan. It's probably armored units. These guys may get trapped, which sucks, but that does tell me that because I did see that, I need to set all these guys to combat. And I'm doing it this way just so I remember who's actually moving. And clicking once isn't too bad, so. There's all that. It will be a shock attack that might work in my favor, even though it is clear terrain. I do have some forts behind me. Well, not behind, I do have some forts with me. I need to try and build some more airfields up around. I definitely need to be building forts here. It's a mistake on my part. Burma's really, really quiet, and I'm perfectly fine with that. It's just letting me bring more stuff in. Not too much else to... Actually, intelligence reports. Aircraft losses, he lost 14. I only lost 1. So I did lose 1 to an ops. I didn't see this the first time. I did lose a P-40 to ops. I didn't see it in the last time I looked. He did lose a Tojo. It doesn't get many of those. But 14 to 1. He's only lost 60 less aircraft than I have. Here is the upcoming reinforcements. This is just the moving on the railroad. That's the moving on the railroad. That's railroad. These are new units. That's railroad. We get the Indomitable in 7 days, as well as even more P-40s. We're starting to get a bunch of P-40s now. Ship availability. Going to be a lot of AKs, but then in 5 days we get the Royal Sovereign and the Dorsetshire, as well as a couple destroyers. And then we get 6, sorry. Wait, look at all this stuff we get in 5 days. Like, what the hell? What the hell is all this? It get like 30 ships on 1 day. It is crazy. Ground reinforcements. We don't get anything for 4 days. And that'll be the Australian Brigade. Then in 5 days we get a bunch of base forces, which is great. Can never have enough of those. And we just keep getting... this is the Americal Division. Well, the remaining 2. Tank Battalion is always great. Anything that doesn't have to be bought out that the US gets is just amazing. It saves me a lot. I get the Kowloon Brigade back in 16 days. This is going to take a while to rebuild. Ships sunk though. Last turn I lost an AM. He lost 2 DMSs. It's just nothing's being claimed. Here's what I have sunk. At least what I'm claiming to have sunk. There's no way I sunk either of those 2, and I definitely sunk 2 DMSs. Well, 2 more DMSs. And here's what I have lost so far. It's definitely a lot larger than his. Losing the sub sucks. And all those were on the 7th, couldn't avoid those. Oh, and I teleported over here. Well, so I'm going to end the video here. Probably get the replay today, and may even get another turn from Invictus, so I will see you there.